Leo, Cullen, congratulations, a bonus point win in Rodney Parade, but it's fair to say it didn't go all your own way, 9-0 behind early in the game, and you had to be a little bit more patient than maybe many people at home were expecting.
Yeah, conditions are pretty tough here. Very, very strong wind coming down the ground, so I thought Dragons played territory game quite well. For us, disappointing in terms of particular discipline in the first half. As you say, allowed Dragons to breedle that 3-6-9-0 lead. We work a good try, so have some good period of sustained pressure, and then score again. But again, we give away another few penalties in that first half, so just meant Dragons were always down our end of the field because we gave them so many different points of access into the game. So second half was a lot better, particularly the start of the second half, the first 20 minutes. Played the game in the right area, took our chances when they came along. Obviously Dragons started giving away penalties, a couple of yellow cards, and but the score goes to whatever it was, 35-14 at that point, or sorry, 34-15 was it, 35-15. But after that, then the last 20 minutes, I thought we were pretty poor really. But credit to Dragons, they stayed in the game as well. It's always going to get a little bit disjointed with a lot of number of guys coming off the bench, plenty of inexperience mixed in there as well. So, but as I said, if you'd given us this before the game, we'd be probably pretty pleased. A bonus point win away from home, but there's lots of parts of the performance that need plenty of work.
As the sprinklers come on behind you, I hope they don't hit you at the back. I think you're okay, but the performance of the pack and the forwards, obviously the tries will stand out. Jack Conan's man of the match performance, Josh Murphy stood up at various points, and even just the impact of the likes of the experience of Dev and Scott Fardy coming off the bench as well.
No, definitely, yeah. Like this time of year is always great during the Six Nations when a lot of players are away. It's a great opportunity for a number of young players. So, but there's still plenty of experience in the group as well. So, there's, as I said, there's plenty we can get better at. But the experience hopefully will stand to a number of players. Marcus Hannon coming off the bench again, it's a fantastic experience for him. Greg McGrath, just his second appearance for Leinster. Tom Clarkson, his first start for Leinster. Jamie Osborne coming off the bench. So lots of young guys that are getting the experience. But yeah, it's going to take time with a number of these guys, as we know. So they'll definitely be better for having the experience of being away from home here. So for us now, it's just trying to focus on Glasgow in our next game. We know we have this block of 5 games, so it's one down. We'll see where everyone sits after the weekends. And obviously a number of guys will go back into camp, we think. So we'll see what group we have. Longer turnaround, so it's a good chance for us to get knuckled down and do some decent amount of work this week and look to improve into Glasgow next week. So, and obviously we've Ulster on a short turnaround after that.
Just finally, Leo, back home as well in the RDS next week. We haven't been back in the RDS since early January, and obviously it's the little things that make a difference. Lads being in their own beds and being comfortable in their own environments and stuff, that'll make a huge difference, in particular with so many lads hopefully away with Ireland.
Exactly, yeah. No, it'd be great to be back to the RDS. We're still very much looking forward to the day we have supporters coming in there, and I think it's important to note always, it's still something that we miss at a huge level in terms of the backing and support that we have, which is such a point of difference for the team. And even just talking about Marcus Hannon and some players that have made their debuts over in recent weeks, so all the families out there of the lads, and it's such a strength for us normally that we would have so many friends and family at our home games, so, and at plenty of these away games as well. Seems like a distant memory ago now. We're just going around from empty ground to empty ground, so hopefully that's, we're getting closer to it, we hope. Still plenty of uncertainty out there, but we're all very much looking forward to that day when we do have supporters back through the turnstiles at the RDS in particular.